This little video will show you how to add new portfolios to your site and then how to display them both in the menu and in a page. So I'm just going to create a test portfolio from some photographs that I have on my desktop. The first thing you want to do is prepare. Make sure that you have a folder full of your images for the portfolio and size them appropriately. If they come from a camera, they're probably going to be too big. So I would say make sure that the dimensions on the images are not more than 1200 or 1500 pixels, either wide or tall at the maximum. So sometimes you can resize those with Photoshop or with Lightroom or have them done some other way, but trying to add 4000 pixel images is just going to make your pages load very, very slowly. All right, so you've logged in and here you are on the desktop. So the first thing you want to do is come over to Revolution Slider right here, which is the plugin that's used to create the portfolio. So here you'll see all the portfolios that already exist. And what I normally do is just duplicate the last one, and then there'll be just a few tweaks that you need to make. So the old Palo Alto one is the one I just added today, but I'm going to duplicate it. And so you click on the X and you say duplicate, and we're going to call this one test portfolio. Click duplicate. And there you go, your test portfolio. So you will want to edit the slides by clicking on the pencil here. Clicking on the gear wheel will edit and show you the general settings. So you'll see size. I don't think you have to change any of these since you've copied it. So let's go straight ahead and over here edit the slides. So these are the old slides. You'll need to delete them all by just going over it and saying delete. It can be a little bit annoying. Delete. And as you roll over it, you say delete. But I'm going to just delete those and I'll leave the rest of them. So now you want to add slides. So you can click here, and when you roll over it, you have the option to add bulk slides. That's probably what you'll want to do if you have a folder full of slides already prepared. So when you click that, it pulls up your media library, which is all the images already on the site. But you'll want to go to the top tab and click Upload Files. Then I will go to my folder on my desktop, select them, and just drag them in. And you'll wait a little bit while they all upload. You'll see these are the images that I just dragged in, but you can see the information about each image as it uploads. It will tell you how big it is. 545 kilobytes is a little bit large for a slideshow. Since you're going to have 12 or 16 images here, that's several megabytes worth of file size on a one page. So here it will tell you the pixel size, 2000 by 1291. Most of them, I think, are the same size. That would be a little big. If there is a way you can resize them here in the media library, but I'm just going to leave these for now. I would just say that this size is a little bit large for adding to a whole slideshow. And you'll see it'll show you the title of each one, and then there even the link of them if you need that link. All right, so you'll see they're almost all there. And there will be a check mark on all the ones that you just added. And as soon as they're ready to insert, there's a button down here for insert. All right, so you click that, and it'll take you back to Revolution Slider. There, now you have all your slides, and including the ones that we didn't delete. We could keep deleting them if we want. So one little tricky thing is that even though the slides have been set, even though the general setting tells the slider to make all of the slides fade. For some reason, you have to go in and save every single new slide, or it will add a different kind of a transition, like a strange, well, I can show you. Here's a way to preview it. So here's the first slide. Oh, that's just previewing the slide. Sorry, I have to go back to the slider settings to preview the entire thing. So it's going to take a minute to pull them up. So as you go from slide to slide, I guess it's the later ones. Here's the new ones. So it's automatically going to make these default transitions, which are not the transitions that we want. We just want a straight fade in and fade out. So we have to go in and edit the slides, and you just really have to go in and save them. So here we're going to double click to get to slide number 28. And then I think that's it. Yep. So the one that's black down here, and then you just want to go and save the slide. And that will save it with the default fade function. All right. So are we on this one? Yes. So there we are, and we want to go up here, save slide. I won't go through all 16 of the slides, but just so you can see what you need to do. And sometimes you have to kind of double click the slide pretty hard to make sure that you've pulled up the correct slide. And you can see down here, you know that you're on the right slide, and then you save it. All right, so now you've created the portfolio. Next thing we want to do is create a page to put the portfolio in. So you go to your list of all pages. You want to add a new page. We're going to call this test portfolio, and that's really all you have to do. I guess you can publish it. It won't show up anywhere if you publish it. But one thing that you need to do when you go back to your list of pages, you'll see all these in alphabetical order. So look at the quick edit, and what you want to do is you want to change the parent from main page to portfolio. So you see that under the main page of portfolio, these are all the subpages, and you want to make sure that it gets put in there just so it's easier to find. All right, so we've updated it. It's just a blank page. You don't have to deal with that page anymore at all. So here's the slightly difficult part, or at least not very intuitive. You go to Appearance. Actually, you want to go to Widgets, Appearance, Widgets. This will bring up your Widgets page. And you want to find the widget area called After Header. And you click on it and you'll see, oh, look, it's got each of these Revolution Slider widgets represents one of the slideshows that are placed on a page. So you're going to go to the left side and you're going to drag a new instance of the Revolution Slider. It'll ask you to choose it. We're going to choose the one we just made called Test Portfolio. And then here's the part that brings the magic. You change this to Show on Checked Pages. You want to make sure you change it, or your new portfolio will show up on every single page. And then you just scroll down until you find the page that you just made. It's all in alphabetical order. Click Test Portfolio and you save. So what you've done is you put the widget holding your slider into a special area on that page. All right, and we can even go back to the pages list, find the page, and you want to view it. So there you go. Now you see that is your new page. You'll see it has the name of it on the bottom, Test Portfolio. And I think some of these we didn't change. Yeah, there you go. We didn't save these particular slides, which is why they have the funky transitions. Anyway, so now you know you've got, how do we get out of this? There you go. All right, we're going to go back to the pages. And now you want to go over to your menu. So appearance on the left-hand side, menus. And you'll see under portfolio, all of these pages have been added. So on the left, you'll have all the existing pages. The most recent one is on the top. So if you click test portfolio, add to menu, and it'll always put it at the very bottom. But if you can, so you drag it to whatever position you want it to be in the drop-down menu. We're not going to save it because we actually don't want this. So to remove it, click the arrow and you say remove, and you save your menu. And then if we had saved it, it would show up here on this menu. All right. I think we're going to go over adding it to the mosaic in a different menu, in a different video, because this one's gone on for a little bit too long. So that is how to add a new portfolio, then how to make sure that the portfolio gets added to the new page that holds it.